Hi everyone, welcome back to TS Talk Sport. Today doing my preview of Arsenal's upcoming Premier League game against Burnley. Of course, it's our first home league game of the Premier League campaign following our 1-0 victory against Newcastle last weekend. And it's a game that I'm relatively confident in. I think that, you know, some of our new signings will feature in this game probably more so than they did in the Newcastle game. Of course, they've had a whole week of training um, and stuff, and of course there'll be a couple little changes which I'll be making in the starting 11. But I think the main talking point at Arsenal at the moment is the fact of the Ozil and Kolasinac situation. Obviously, Emery came out the other day and stated he doesn't know when they'll be available, and there's talks now that both of the players have 24-hour police security, which isn't good. So, as I've seen many other Arsenal fans say, and I agree. I think as a club they need to make a decision as to whether they're going to keep these players or sell them or something, because this current situation isn't good whatsoever. But back to the Burnley game, like I said, I think it's a game that we'll win. I think we might win it with a bit of ease. Burnley's no pushovers, but I'm confident we're going to get a 3-1 victory out of this. And to get straight to it, I'm going to get straight into the starting 11 I would go for this game. In goal, no changes there. Leno, he's the main number one, and that's kind of good that this season we don't have this Leno check rotation stuff. It's just Leno, and that's it. At left back, of course, going to be Nacho Monreal. Tierney's not fully fit, and of course, Kolasinac is still in hiding per se. So it's going to be Monreal at left back. The centre half pairing, I'm going to go with Sokratis and Luiz. Now, as much as I think Callum Chambers had a good game last week, I just personally for this game, would go with Luiz. He had a pre-season at Chelsea. Yes, he was on the bench for us, maybe because he just signed and that. But I think after a week or so of training, I think he's ready to go in there. And of the two centre halves between him and Chambers, I think Luiz is the better centre half, so I'd put him in there. At right back, of course, Maitland Niles had a very good game against Newcastle, of course, putting the assist for the winning goal. And, hopefully he can have another one of those same performances for us. Going into midfield, first midfield I'm going to put in there is going to be Torreira. I know he didn't feature in the last game, but I think now's the game for him to get stuck into and start personally. Alongside Torreira, I'm actually going to go with Joe Willock. I think he had a good game against Newcastle. I think one of his highlight points was the one when he lost the ball and won it back. He shows a lot of hunger, heart, and desire. And I think it would be right for him to start this game also. Playing this in front of the two of them, I'd go with Danny Ceballos. Depends on what Emery wants to do. Maybe Ceballos plays alongside Torreira and Willock ahead. But I'll probably play Willock probably alongside Torreira and then Ceballos ahead. And then to the right hand side, the big money man, Pepe. I think he'll be ready to start this game. And it'd be good to see him start this game, especially in front of the home crowd. First home Premier League game of the season. The fans will be buzzing to see him. And of course, all the other new signings which you've brought in. So it'd be good to see Pepe. On the left-hand side, I'm going to go Reece Nelson. Another guy I thought he had a decent game against Newcastle. Maybe he could have taken on the players a bit more, but he's going to grow in time, and I think he deserves another start in this game. And then up top, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Of course, Lacazette was on the bench for the Newcastle game, wasn't fully fit. He's probably in much better fitness now. He's one of the players I'd have on the bench, along with the likes of Martinez, Chambers, Xhaka, Guendouzi, and Martinelli, probably Mkhitaryan. That would probably most likely be my bench for this game. But I feel that starting 11 that I've mentioned is good enough to go out there and get the 3 points. And hopefully that's what I'm talking about come the end of the game, is us coming out of this game with another victory, because after this game we've got two big games in Liverpool, who have just won the Super Cup and Spurs. So we definitely need 3 points out of this game. A win is a must. But that's my thoughts on it. Of course, let me know your thoughts, your prediction, what your starting 11 would be for this game in the comment section down below. And of course, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time.